You never know how great a day is going to be until you finally end the night with she's all that. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Tourist and the Tour Guide. I'm your host, Brooklyn Valenzuela. And with me, my husband, Luis Valenzuela.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. If you've ever been in a bus with me on a tour or on a transfer from hotel to airport, airport to hotel, welcome back. I miss you with all the sounds that can vibrate at all the frequencies that ever existed. If you could bring them into one point in space-time, that specific moment weeps every time a memory of you come into my mind. What I'm saying is,
he's taking poetry lessons from Denali.
yeah, I'm trying my best, but I don't think I can ever get to the level of Denali's poetry. Denali's kind of tired, I think.
Kind of lonely.
I'm kind of lonely because Denali's not here. Denali, do you want to cuddle with me?
Not really. How are you, my love?
I'm doing good, my darling. How are you?
I'm always good.
Nice. So, want to go to the quiz right away?
Yeah.
Quiz. Let's learn about Aruba. A little bit about our native language, the Papiamento. All right, everybody, welcome back to Tourist and a Tour Guide. This is going to be the quiz for today. Are you ready, my darling?
I'm ready.
This is going to be a word in Papiamento. And you got to guess whether it's the translation of A or translation of B. Ready?
Ready.
So now you get Denali.
I get Denali.
Thanks, Denali. The word in Papiamento, yobe. Yobe means A, a vegetable used in traditional Aruban cuisine, or B, to rain. Not rain as the reigning champ, but rain as in droplets of water from the heavens.
Could you spell it?
Wow, that's a new move.
Am I allowed to do that?
Sure. It is Yobe. Yobe. In Papiamento means a vegetable used in traditional Aruban cuisine, or B, to rain.
I feel like you're doing this because it's been raining lately, but I don't think it's rain.
Okay.
I think it's A.
You think it's A, a vegetable used in traditional Aruban cuisine.
Yes.
And that is absolutely wrong. It
You
does.
have been doing it because it's been raining.
Yeah. And also because, so I make this thing up like on the spot. I kind of think of the word and then, but when I was thinking about this, yobe, it kind of sounds like a weird vegetable that you would
It's
find.
reminding me of something that we saw in a store, and I asked you about.
Yohimbe.
I don't know what it was, but
I've asked you about a few different things that we've seen in stores.
Yeah.
And so I just was like, you know, I think I'm going to go with A, but I was wrong. Now I know how to say rain.
Yep. How is it?
Yobe?
Nice. Well, you can't win them all, but at least you learned something about Papiamento, the native language here on the island of Arubas. And now we do have some videos that we need to review, and you need to rate them with the dice, and that is going to be called a segment, Aruba Life. No, it's not Aruba Life. It's about Island Time.
Yes.
Yes, that's the one. So you ready?
Yes.
Want to do that?
Yes.
Yes. Want to rate some videos?
I do.
All right, let's do it.
Wow.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, my beautiful, darling wife.
Thank you.
Right now we are in a new segment that I just made up called It's About Island Time. This is actually a segment where you guys can send in videos of your explorations on the island of Aruba, if you recently visited the island, or if you're watching this while you're on the island. You can send your videos to arubatntg.com. That is
arubatntg.com.
nice. And we will rate them based on dice. Those videos, you can actually win a trip back to Aruba, a weekend stay here on the island, different other things. So send them in to arubatntg.com. But now, for you, I have a video that I want you to rate.
Oh.
So that is the lady that is supposed to take care of sports, you know, in the parliament.
Uh-huh.
But this video in particular, she was dancing at the beginning of the video. But the video in general is about what we are, not we, but many people here on the island were celebrating, which is Dia de San Juan, the day of Saint John the Baptist. And there is also a thing that we call Deragai, which I think I have mentioned in the past before, but it literally translates to like, how do you call that? Burying a rooster.
Oh, yeah. You've told me about this.
Yeah, so that's why people are like blindfolded and they're supposed to look for a rooster and hit it with a stick. That's why that man is with a stick, colorful stick and all that. And they blindfold you and you're supposed to find it and kind of, you end up hitting it. Yeah, so that is San Juan.
I understand.
First of all, what do you rate the video? The
The
dancing and the whatever was going on there.
I find it really funny to watch because they're all blindfolded. I love that everybody's participating though.
Mm. I love the dancing.
I don't know, it's fun. Everybody seems happy and having a good time. Let's give it like a good
old 40. 46. we remind everybody that we work on a 66 highest score because
Yes.
we only have 2 dice. Both of them go to 6, so 66. 46, not bad.
Not bad. I think it's funny.
Nice. I don't know if the next information is gonna be or get better or worse. But I kinda want you to rate, this is not a video, but this is the explanation of this. I kinda already told you, but the San Juan Festival, also known as the Night of San Juan, or La Noche de San Juan in Spanish, is a Spanish celebration marking the summer solstice and the birth of Saint John the Baptist. It's a vibrant festival celebrated on the night of June 23rd with bonfires, fireworks, and various rituals. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, bonfires specifically, but let's go further into the tradition first. In the traditional Deragay, which is, so within the San Juan, the Saint John the Baptist Day, there is the Deragay, the one that you bury the rooster. So that ritual is a whole-is dog, and a rooster is placed inside with only its head protruding, often covered with a green or dried calabash gourd. The rooster symbolizes the betrayal of Jesus Christ by Judas. I did not know this. To
I
me,
didn't either.
growing up, I always thought this was more of a pagan tradition.
Oh.
So reading this, it is Wikipedia.
Especially since they say
So-
summer solstice and
Yeah,
stuff like
so
that.
that
You're kind
is
of like,
more
is it pagan,
pagan,
or
yeah. So there's a lot of mix of pagan traditions and Catholicism,
Mm.
like Carnival, Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Like it's, like both of anyway. So this one in particular, participants blindfolded, like we saw in the video, attempt to hit the rooster, encouraged by music and singing. So that's why people were blindfolded, dancing around, right? The festival includes symbolic attire with females wearing yellow outfits representing the quibrahacha flower. That is, I'm gonna show you a quibrahacha.
Yeah.
But it's a very yellow flower. It's very beautiful, actually. And this is specific to Aruba, this Deragay part.
Oh, okay.
And so they wear these outfits representing the quibrahacha flower, and males donning black trousers, white shirts, and yellow tie. This holiday is widely celebrated with both pagan and Christian symbols that reflect the influences of the Arawak natives and the Spanish missionaries, respectively. This festival is no longer as widely practiced. Nowadays, the rooster is omitted, and only the calabash and a plastic rooster serves as the target for the reenactment.
I'm gonna say thank goodness to that, because I think people would be in uproar
Oh yeah,
on abuse of a rooster.
yes.
Because in the past, you have told me the rooster doesn't survive this, right?
No.
They
They
Yeah.
It becomes soup.
But I didn't actually know about the part where they try to hit the rooster.
Yeah,
That is kind of sick.
yeah. So, do you want to do the points on the past ritual? Okay, rate how they used to do it back then.
With burying a rooster in the ground,
Yes.
you're gonna have me rate this?
Yes. Minus
There's no negatives.
66. Top score. 1.
I mean,
Wow. Yeah,
you can't really rate that higher.
that's true. I mean, we eat
I
chicken.
understand the symbolism, but I don't think we need to reenact the symbolism of that, you know?
That's true. Now, what do you rate the ways that they do it nowadays?
I'm kind of sad that it's not as celebrated, I guess, but I like that the rooster's still included, but it's plastic.
Okay.
Because I think it's good to keep like the idea of what it was.
Used to be, yeah.
Even though I don't truly agree with how it was done back then. I think we could do a lot with it, but
45 for the present ways of not hitting a rooster. Nice. Now, I want to go back to the bonfire thing. So, many people during the San Juan and Deragay festivals, key aspects of San Juan festival, bonfires. Bonfires are a central element set to purify and ward off evil spirits. So there we kind of go back to the pagan ideas, but Catholicism is kind of, like...
Yeah, it gets into
it's
it a little bit.
very similar. Yeah, they have things that intertwine. But the reason why I wanted to show you this and let you rate it is because yesterday night we went outside and there was a lot of smells of fires, like things burning. And then this is what happens.
Oh no.
So a lot of fires in different places around the island. That was the firefighters from the airport, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's close. This fire in particular was close to that. Not only that, we also got more fires. This one, I believe, was somewhere behind our home over there. Like, kind of in the area where we go to skate sometimes.
So, are these people that individually do like a little party? Like in their yard? Or is this like big parties but then the bonfire gets out of control?
So, the idea is, so the fires... even though you're not going to a festival, so several places around the island have like little events.
Yeah.
And they might do like something burning, right? Because it's part of the festival. But in general, people around the island burn stuff.
Right.
So back then, it used to be like the harvest from last year and the things that you just discard, you would burn it, right? Nowadays, it kind of became like anything that you want to get rid of. It could be even like old furniture, maybe, like wooden furniture that you just pile up just to make the bonfire. It's because it's kind of the idea of getting rid of the old to welcome new things, and at the same time, you remember you read that it's to ward off bad spirits. It's a whole mix of that. So many people still burn stuff like around their homes.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be maintained, but many a times being a festival that some type of drinks are involved and things kind of get out of hand. And I think I mentioned this earlier to you that anything that you need to call the firefighters is considered going out of hand.
Yeah.
Usually, if you can contain the fire or the bonfire, just the people who lit it up is okay. But if you need to call the firefighters, it means that it got out of hand. Nothing compared to the U.S. type fires.
Mm-mm.
So just so you have an idea of.
There's no evacuations or anything.
Really,
like it's nothing.
No. I mean, yesterday when we went out,
There
the
were people
smell
getting.
was, and you know,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was getting a bit out of hand. But that is San Juan and Diragay from Aruba. What do you rate the fires?
I mean, you want me to rate the fire?
Yeah, and no, rate the firefighters for putting out the fire. 66.
Good job, firefighters.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Yes.
If it was Lotto, she would have rated minus
No.
66.
No.
All right, everybody. That was the show. We learned a word in Papiamento and some traditions of the island, specifically the Deragay and the San Juan festivals here. So I hope you enjoyed it. And again, this segment is actually for you guys to send in videos. We rate them. We're gonna do a thing where we're gonna choose winners for trip back to Aruba or a weekend stay, things like that. So send in your videos.
Send them in at arubatntg.com.
Wow, what is that?
arubatntg.com.
Thank you, love. It's getting very cold here.
Yes, it is. In the AC.
Yes, and we need to finish watching the best movie ever. She's all that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not the best movie ever, but we will see you in the next episode.
We will. Thank you, love.
All right. Thanks,
love
love.
you.
I love you.
See you guys.
All right, bye.
Peace.